Sad times. Got a lift round up. It's getting close to end of riding season, so I've got her lifted. Probably going to be able to get out a couple more times, hopefully a couple more nice days, but getting prepared to put her to bed for the winter. But this week in real estate was basically a big juggling act. Right away, we actually got the gun club listed. Had an awesome time shooting that video, but got it up and got a lot of interest off of the video, people calling me. It was a very busy listing right out the gate, which is amazing. It's awesome. Usually when you're up in that price point, can be a little bit slower off the start. This one did not. It came out with a bang, so that's really good. I've already actually shown the property. Someone walked that property and looked at the facilities, so really good start to the gun club. After that, we had my sister's condo. We ended up accepting an offer on that at the start of the week, and throughout the week there was a little bit of a problem. The CRA had some issues, and then that hurt the financing. I really understood from the buyer side the issues with the CRA because I'm having those myself right now, trying to get my notice of assessment back. It's just been headache after headache, so I really understood, and we actually extended the financing for them due to that. So hopefully this week we can have that financing go through and that deal firm up and be officially sold. So I'm waiting on that. Hopefully that part gets done. In the meantime, we've actually continued to show. When it didn't look so good for the financing, I got back on the phone with some realtors who did show it, with some people who showed some interest, and let them know not quite sure exactly what is happening. So yeah, a lot of phone calls, emails, trying to get those people who didn't see it back in, the people who did show it and had interest, let them know that it might not be sold. So yeah, it was a kind of a bit of a crazy time, and you don't really like to see that on any listings, but it does happen, so you just have to adapt and make sure you do everything that you can. Actually, that same listing, I had someone reach out to me. I think I was just laying in bed on my socials going over a few things, and I got an email at 12:45 in the morning, and it was just somebody who had some questions for the property, so I actually just called them right off of the email they sent. They had their number, and I called them. I had about a 20-minute phone call at 1 in the morning just over this listing. So 24/7 is really not a lie. If I'm awake, I will be happy to work. It's kind of the business. That's kind of what we do. So a nice 1 a.m. 20-minute phone call. That person did end up going to look at the property and has a ton of interest, but we're going to wait and see what happens with our current financing. What else happened? So for the first time, we actually had some differing opinions on some content within Right Choice. So when we did shoot the gun club video, we actually had so many different takes of that video and different variations, and we had some differing opinions on it. So it was a little bit different than our regular listing videos, where we kind of shoot it, everybody knows what we want, and we make it happen. On this one, we had so many different things that we wanted to shoot, so many things that we did shoot and put in, and we just made different variations for the video because it really was very unique. So it was kind of interesting to go through that process with everybody, get everybody's opinion, and then choose the video that we truly felt was best for the listing and would get the most amount of exposure. And I think that we did right based on the results. We had great videos to choose from, and the one that we picked obviously seemed to get good response from people. So with that being said, I think that we did a good job. Matthew, excellent job editing all of those different variations of the video, and it really turned out to be great. I'm really happy with the video, and it's been doing really well. So that's been exciting. And then ending off the week, I actually had showings with some different people, houses, the gun club. I'm maybe writing an offer for people who looked at a house. It's almost full circle. I actually met these people right at the start of the year, and they just met up at one of my listings. They weren't really that interested in that listing, but we just wanted to meet up and chat, so they came. And the first house that I showed them was actually on the same street as this house that we just looked at now that we may want to be offering on. So it's a nice little full circle, and it's been about 9-10 months with them. So they've been a little bit picky with their houses, which you should be. You want to make sure when you are buying that property, you're buying the right house for you. So I've got no problem helping them along the way, and now they may finally have that property. So I'm really excited. Hopefully that starts off the next week with a bang. But yeah, it was really a juggling act this week, all over the place, a lot to do, but that's every week in real estate, so I can't complain.